The research question that is behind this study has intrigued me for many, many years. Namely, the question is, what makes us humans? What is it in human behavior that we are perceived by other humans as humans? So in order to ask this question, one can actually implement human-like behavior in a machine and examine whether other humans would perceive this machine as being human-like or as being very mechanical. We asked participants to perform a very, very simple task with a robot. And the task of participants was to respond to a color stimulus on the screen, so a green rectangle, while the robot was responding to a red rectangle. And the question of interest was whether people, just from simple pattern of button presses, so the way the robot was responding, reacting to the rectangles, would be able to discriminate that the robot was either pre-programmed, that was one condition of our experiment, or was teleoperated by another human in a different, seated in a different room. My interest in this study dates back to my fascination with the so-called Turing test. The idea that perhaps instead of asking whether a machine can be intelligent or not, we can ask a question of whether a human observer attributes intelligence to a machine. And our results showed that when the human controlled the robot, the human in the other cabin controlled the robot, participants could actually discriminate that the robot was controlled by a human. In the robot condition, the computer programmed condition, people were uncertain whether the robot was actually controlled by a human or was pre-programmed. And now this shows altogether that there is a sensitivity in our brain to detect very subtle hints of humanness in the robot behavior. Now, why is that an important question? Because what we want to examine is what sort of impact does that have for social attunement with a machine. So if we design robots with these kind of very subtle behaviors that remind us of other human, whether that will make us humans interact with the robot better, more smooth, coordinate with the robot better. And this is something that's extremely important for the area of social robotics in general, where robots are supposed to interact with us on a daily basis.
Social robots like me can help take care of the sick or elderly in many kinds of healthcare and medical uses. I can help communicate, give therapy, and provide social stimulation even in difficult situations.
My name is Amika.
Are you happy to be here?
I am not happy. I do not experience emotions, but I can look happy. And I can sound happy.